Hey guys, so today we're doing freaking Ranae. So we're gonna watch this guy.
Damn it.
He's kind of a little baby boy, a little baby guy. He's pretty new to the game, so we're gonna check it out, give him some tips.
Attackers incoming.
You know how crazy I am on the DPS field. So yeah, we're basically gonna show him what's good positioning so far. Nothing wrong yet. Maybe consider high ground like a tad longer, but they also have the ball, so not that big. Okay. I mean, that was fine, shot. Nothing to say so far? Wow, this tank just keeps getting antsy over and over again. Must be really frustrating without that. Hacked and all the time. Anyways, doing fine. Maybe start backing up a little bit here. We're in like a bit of a not a good spot. Especially when we're playing against Sombra, we want to get out cover a little bit better. Still pretty vulnerable, like honestly, right here. Like, playing around here is fine. I would kind of rather have you a little bit further back, playing here, or possibly this angle. I mean, that's a little far, just because they do have a ball in Sombra. Ideally, you'd be on this high ground, rotate around before this fight had even started here. So yeah, I would just say, like, positioning-wise, not the greatest. Obviously, your aim is. Which is I'm not really paying attention. I'm just kidding, yeah, so your tank gets sectioned off by the mine throwing up the tank right there. It's clearly brilliant. I wouldn't have minded the high noon here. I don't think this would have been the worst. Actually, once you're having better than that, but I think a little bit earlier you could have threatened that ball a lot and try to push him out. Possibly, just because, especially because high noon is so useless. I mean, it's not like the biggest deal in the world, but maybe you could have forced space or something. God damn it. Yes. Okay, so one thing I noticed here, I think you were going to die regardless, and this is something you mentioned to me during the game, but right here, you really waste your sticky nade on the ball. I don't want you to be throwing at the ball at all. Honestly, what you should have done here, once you drop, you fan the hammer, roll, fan the hammer, or just fan the hammer, don't even roll. I don't like using the sticky nade here, because then once the is right here, if you instead throw the sticky nade at him, you're still going to die for sure, right? But if you do enough damage to him, someone else on the team can clean him up. And that ball is not going to get cleaned up when he's at full health. So really, you did kind of waste your sticky nade here, and you got to remember, this fight is still winnable, even though they nanoblade. If you get the sticky on him, that's like half his health, and then it's like the rest of your team can finish him off even if you die. So it was kind of a mistake. Also, not the greatest positioning. I would have preferred you to be on high ground here. Up here would just be a much better spot. You're a lot less vulnerable. They have to use more resources to get to you. But this was honestly pretty far back, so they're kind of pushing super far, so it's not like really your fault. But yeah, like if you were here, your Jungle Queen could have shadowed for you, Bap could have lamped you. Oh, your Bap did lamp, but I think your Bap missed. I don't know where the lamp was, but yeah.
Shot.
How long is this game? 20 minutes.
Hello.
Ah, dang.
Let's take him to the wasteland.
Okay, I don't mind that, mate.
Hey there.
Good, I like this positioning. Jump into the mines.
Hey.
Over the chimney.
How's it going?
Yeah, I like this
Hello.
positioning.
Let them up. Okay,
so it ended up working out, but I think again, you really waste the nade. Every time you throw that ball, you kind of waste it. I would much rather you have saved it for the Sombra as a backup plan in case you had missed one of those shots. I mean, the ball was low, but
You're making yourself an easy target.
also, how did your tank die there? Just no help. That was crazy. But you know the Genji doesn't have blade. Or, I mean, the flag. Yeah, another nade. I don't really like it. You could have thrown that again. She could possibly hit it from that range. She was close enough. We're a little too far forward here. What is that? Another nade. I'm gonna keep backing up. You're good. Okay, one thing I want to mention here, so that wasn't that was a good play, but I think you held on to high noon for like a little too long, especially because you really can force some space with it. Like, it's not as bad as it used to be. That was a good time to use it, but you had high noon the last time they nanobladed, and they just nanobladed again, and that was the first time you had used it. So I want you to not hold on to it for that long. We're just kind of letting them get an alt advantage by not using it.
I offer something more.
I don't know how much you actually want me to volunteer this. The ball's pretty good.
My aim is an error. Where's the test subject?
Unlucky.
I see a hostile.
No time to waste.
Let them up!
I need more grit than that.
Now see, that nade I don't mind, but you see the rest of the team backing up. Yeah, even again, maybe we could have hit the Genji. But I don't mind that.
Hello? I need a medic.
It's good positioning. I like holding the staircase. It's very hard for anyone to get it to here. You can obviously go, but your teammates are further away.
Chew on that.
Your poor tank has slept again. Wow. Really nothing he could have done about that.
60 seconds.
Nice shots.
Hey there. How's it going?
Cannot escape me.
Detected.
Again, could have maybe been on high ground.
Hey.
Okay, you're rotating high ground. Good.
Hello?
Okay, again, I don't mind that nade quite as much. You know, it's kind of long though. No shots. So this is kind of another example of them ulting first, us holding on to our ult. I'm not. I don't know exactly where the best situation for that high noon would have been necessarily, but if you had popped it at all before they had started ulting, you could have secured a kill, you could have forced out resources, but instead they ult first, they nanoblade, and just win. And there's really nothing that your team could do about it. So I don't like holding on to that again. Those are pretty decent to see, but you had no points. So, okay, even though you got 2 kills, well, 3 kills, but 2 kills with the high noon, I want you to understand that. Let's see if that
Where
fight
there's
was
smoke,
winnable.
there.
When you dropped high noon, was the fight winnable? Okay, yes. So I was alive. So I mean, your tank was alive. So it definitely was a winnable point. But at the end of the day, like, this is technically a bad ult, even though you killed 2, because you're ulting as soon as they hit checkpoint, which is never good. You never really want to do that because they're already going to have a spawn advantage on you. And just fell. Whatever. And yeah, even though you kill them, they still get the checkpoint, so it really doesn't matter to them, and that's kind of a waste of round. Like I was saying, I would have much preferred if you had done that last fight. You know, even though you get a 3K and a cool clip, it doesn't actually help your team or help in the game. It's basically a waste of all because they respawn before our
Hey
team
there.
or your team can even regroup.
Misery made manifest.
And again, I'm not saying it's your fault necessarily because your tank was still alive when you did that. I just wanted you to see how that was at the end of the day. Yeah, I really don't like throwing nade at the ball so much. Especially when they have the Genshin, nade is one of the best answers to what a Genshin
Ready to throw in the towel?
So I don't like just keep throwing it at him. I think there's better uses for it. Not all the time, it's some of the time.
How you
It's
would.
not always bad.
Let's group up. My ultimate
Within
is
my
ready.
reach.
Let them up.
The best defense is a good barrier.
Surrender to my will.
10 seconds remaining.
I really don't like that bomb. Or that grenade. I really don't like that grenade. This is kind of, I know why I'm at. Okay, another thing here, I will say, so this is a bit more like, oh, hello? Hello? Yes, I'll be right down. Okay, see ya. Bye. Bruh. Fuck you. Okay, I gotta go do RA shit. I'll be right back. There's gonna be like a 5-minute pause in the video. Be right back. Okay, sorry to keep you waiting. Oh, what is happening? Sorry to keep you waiting. Just kidding. No, I'm not. I hate you. So, as I was saying, Cass got a recent buff where he can now roll in the air. So when ball slams you as Cass, especially when you're in a situation like this where you're pretty far from cover, which I'm not gonna lie, not the greatest position. I would rather have you back to here, closer to cover. Obviously you can often go here, but since you're tank's dead, not a great idea. So you want to back to here instead. You're kind of way out in the open, right in the middle of the path, easy target. So, but when this ball comes at you, what I want you to do is I want you to start backing this way, and then as soon as he slams, roll. But what you do instead is you roll first, and then you slam. He slams, and you get caught out in the open in the air. The perfect place for any of the other team to kill you. I mean, they're all looking at your Genji right now, but let's say that Genji wasn't there, and their team was following up. And just in general, whenever you're playing against a ball as Cass, you need to save your roll until after that slam, so you're not as vulnerable. Because like, I'm gonna slow this down a little bit. Ball slams, that you roll, but you roll like as he's slamming. So like you are completely up in the air, right there. You're very vulnerable from this position. If his Genji was with him, which their Genji really should be, you would just be dead. And so I don't like this at all. You have double support pocket, which is why you're not dead. But if you don't have that, which you don't always have, you're dead here. Instead, once he slams, wait for you to go slightly up in the air and then roll across right into cover. Because again, once ball slams you, you go slightly towards him, so you lose some of that distance you gained from the roll too. So I really don't like that roll. And I'm just trying to be harsh here. Obviously, most of what you're doing is correct. I'm just trying to be harsh so you can actually see like the mistakes that I see at least.
Why aren't those headshots?
Oh, good shot, man.
How's it going?
Okay, so again, what I want to see here, I want you to not waste your nade on the ball. Nope, nothing like that. You're also pushing forward when you're answering 0 health. Yeah, like popping this earlier here. Very shot at it. Well, I think you definitely could have held there. You weren't really that low. So I would have liked to have seen you held onto that a little longer. It's a lot of pressure.
Death ain't on my doorstep yet.
Enemy detected!
Go around overall.
Somewhat.
Okay, should be careful not to be too out in the open. I kind of want you to play around. Yeah, I kind of want you to play around that cover a little more. Looks like you weren't really doing that as much as I'd like.
An enemy appeared. Good as new. That was not the expected result.
Thank you. We're in this together.
Sojourn.
All of us.
I like this position a lot. Good Oh, good dodge also. Weird.
I need healing.
Kind of an aggressive push. I don't mind it. I'd kind of rather have you off like than
Payload.
just shooting main. Like, I would have rather you use that slide to come up to high ground, pressure them from this angle, which if there's no one looking at you, this is perfect because you can go right here, free pressure. As soon as you want to back up, you back up. Or I also wouldn't have minded if you would come right here and pressure the supports from here. But I really don't like you just sitting main here. I don't think that's the call. That's kind of more the tank's job, especially where's your other DPS? Your other DPS is also sitting main. So if neither of you are off angling, this is such an easy position for them to hold because all they have to do is hold this tiny little choke. Whereas if you were off angling, they would have to be looking at other angles. Even over here would be fine. I wouldn't even mind that. I'd rather have your Widow here than you looking down that angle. But yeah, creating that offensive pressure, that's just kind of unlucky.
What is that melody?
Not much you can do. I mean, you could have maybe like jumped a little quicker.
They won't quit.
Because
Neither
if you're
will
not on the
I.
ground, it won't hit you like a Bastion ult, but it's
Not so fast. No one is high. They're empowered and ready to fight. Need repairs. I want that payload. Taking him down.
again like this position. I want to see you take an offense. I don't want to see you. There we go. This is good. This is good.
Catch me up.
This is good. They had Nano Blade. There's not much. That's
Gonna need a new paint job after hello.
I'm never tired of this.
Time is of the essence. Let us attack. Over there.
so. I want to see you go on the high ground or you're an offense. Good. Oh,
There is no time. Decide now.
This ends now.
yeah. I wish that you were on the off angle or high ground there.
Enemy team eliminated.
You could have gotten a lot more value with the overclock if you weren't just sitting in.
On my way.
Because you really only won that fight because of the shatter, and if
Good
it
to
wasn't
see
for
you.
that, you wouldn't.
Hey,
And the thing too, you got to think about like if you do overclock there and kill 2 or 3 because you're on off angle or high ground, then you doesn't even have to use shatter. You can save it for the next fight.
can I get some healing?
So I think there's
No one.
a lot better positioning you could have that for sure. This is good. I like this a lot. It's fine.
Clear out.
I like that. Good work. I don't know what it's called. Oh, did you miss your round there? Did you? I can't tell. Let me just slow it down. Because I feel like that should have been an easy kill there. Obviously, I think that's just kind of unlucky. Yeah, so we missed the rail. Could have been an easy kill, but it's really. You still got
Did
the
that ever
cover.
let you down? Rails in charge.
I don't like us waking that ball immediately. You could have set up a better shot for that. A better headshot on that ball. Your line's feeding. It's okay.
We're outnumbered. Watch yourself.
Good
In
execute though.
control.
Or you look at good.
Over there.
I don't mind that slide.
Howard is ready to fight.
I would say that.
60 seconds remaining.
Not for triple now, yeah. You guys should just hard press the other here. Not all. They have Nano Blade. Again, yeah, there's really not much you can do about Nano Blade.
Is within your grasp.
Recalculate. Hello. Good to
So
see
one
no
thing
time
they're
for
doing a lot
games.
is building
Let's
up
move
a
this
rail
thing.
shot and then shooting the Bastion, which obviously isn't bad because he is like an easy target. He has a big hitbox, obviously, right? But I would kind of prefer to see you try and charge the rail off the Bastion and then aim for like the BAP or the Ana, try and get them to 1 HP. I think that is just going to be better value for your team in general because like they have BAP on them. They're not. That Bastion is not just going to die. It's going to be really, really hard for the Bastion to die with 2 supports pocketing him. But those supports aren't necessarily looking at each other. So if you get an Ana or a BAP below full health at all and you hit that full charge rail shot headshot on him, that's an easy kill. So I would rather see you charge off the Bastion, shoot your actual rail at the support. Especially when they do stupid peaks like that. That fight was kind of over after they got the pick on the BAP. Like, your BAP dies first there. As soon as the BAP dies, you basically have to ult immediately and get immediate value, or you just lose that fight. So that's unlucky that they got the BAP there. They forced out his lamp. So yeah, overall, pretty good. Definitely some like smaller things that I noticed, but there's really not all that much to say about it. So keep working, bud. You'll hit GM so soon.